Hey, it's Chris, and in this video I'm going to review this Restrap race top tube bag. So it's a super large top tube bag and designed to be pretty aero, great for racing, great for long distance events. Attaches most like any other top tubes, but a bit less reliance on velcro than other ones, so I'll stick it on now. So I've got this little strap here, just comes round your stem and clips onto there. And then it's got this velcro strap here first. Yeah. And then at the back it's got this little clippy system where I'm going to feed that into there, pull that tight, reasonably tight, do the clip, and then I can feed this excess with this little rubber band here to hold it in place, and it stays in place very well. So here doesn't mess around. I'm often comparing this to other stuff, so I've got like these Peak top tube bags. They're all velcro, and if you do a size comparison, maybe a little taller, but this is of course way longer, and these things tend to wobble about a bit. I find this stays in place really well, and I'll climb on the bike and I'll show you what's going on. Should have changed to an easier gear. All you're going to see is my legs at this point, but it's quite nice and out of the way. And one of the features about this top is that it pulls back like that, and this strap is out of the way here, so then I can reach in, I can grab all my stuff while racing, and then I can zip it back up. And as you can see, very little movement, stays in place very well. Nice rigid side. So I like all of that. I like the fact that on the move I can get in here and there is a ton of space in this gap here, because obviously it's super long, it does taper off a bit, but I can easily fit like a bunch of different gels and bars and probably some sun cream, and I've got some sweets in here as well. You can fit loads of stuff in there. I can get my phone in as well as my gels and bars and sun cream. So all of that I like. What's not so cool about it? Well, one of the problems is the way it opens. Because when you're pedaling about, just somehow I keep catching it and just pulling it back a little. And then, although there is a layer here that keeps it fairly closed, actually I wonder how waterproof it is, because if I'm constantly, it's like when I'm getting on and off or something, maybe somehow I'm pulling it back, creates a little opening up here, and I worry that water could get in, so I don't know how waterproof it is. Also, I can't leave this on when I'm transporting my bike. Let me climb off. So a lot of the time I would just stick my bike on the roof of my car when I was transporting it, because I've got a roof mount, and with other top tube bags that's fine, you can leave them on. With this, the problem is that the wind, like the air as it's rushing past the car, will catch this and it will just pull it backwards, and so anything you've got inside isn't safe, because as you speed down the motorway, the wind just pulls the bag open because of the way this top is designed. So you have to take it off and on every time, undoing the clip, undoing the velcro, getting this little thing off. It's a bit of a pain. It's not a massive issue, but it is slightly more inconvenient. And I do wonder like exactly how waterproof it is, because the material feels pretty solid and you haven't got much of an opening there. But if this thing is just coming back a little, then it would be pretty easy in heavy rain. That would quickly start getting water in. Now compare that to something like the Peak bags. They've got this nice waterproof covering. It's not perfect, because if you open it and then you close it, these things don't tend to come over the end, and sometimes you have to pull them to get it totally covered. Same. This one's the same. It's got a heavy duty waterproof cover in. Obviously when you've got these things open, this is flapping about and knocking into your leg, whereas this thing is just behind you and it stays out of the way. But when this thing is closed, you've got quite a nice waterproof seal on there. It comes down here, and I'm not really sure, especially if this is partially open, you're not going to get quite the same waterproofing there. But obviously, again, big size difference. This might be slightly taller, but you'll get way more into this top tube bag. So I have switched to this because it's stuff like Iron Man, like I need a lot of food, and having that additional space is fine. And I think even if it was raining, I would probably take this and just make sure I kept the whole thing zipped up, because it's been great so far, stays in place, doesn't get in the way. The only minor annoyances is the way that every time I get on and off the bike, this thing gets pulled back and I have to take it off my car. Whenever I stick my bike on the roof, it has to come off and then come back on at the race, which is fine. It's just a minor inconvenience. So all in all, pretty happy with it so far. I've had it a couple of months, so I've given it a good test in plenty of races, and those are the only inconveniences I've found. And yeah, it's working out a lot better than the Topeak stuff. Not that the Topeak stuff is good as well, but this is a new winner for me. Okay, hopefully you found that useful. If so, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you do a lot of cycling, a lot of triathlon, hit that subscribe button, because that's what my channel is all about, and I would love to see you in another video.